Yo, testing, testing. All right, I'm in ZBrush. This obviously looks like a Shrek hand, but it's just a hand that I've sculpted. This is my first ZBrush hand, I think. So pretty sweet. And by think I mean I know. Anyways, our teacher needs us to take this hand that we've been sculpting and put it into polygroups, and I've done all of the detailing and everything already, and I need to do polygroups. Um, and so I kind of found a way to do it even at this stage. So if I shift D all the way down to my lowest group, and I can hide the fingernails, you can still kind of see like where all the joints are. So my workflow for making polygroups for this, which I don't know if anyone, I don't know, maybe you guys already know how to do this, but the way the teacher showed us in class, we had to like do it before we subdivided. So, but what I do is I just like highlight one, mask it, and then I do Control W, which I believe is um, polygroup masked. So now this one section is a certain color. And then I do my Control Shift tap, so like the selection menu, to just bring up that. And then Control Shift X will grow your selection, and you can go. You can see that I've gone like one further, and I can see that this row is not supposed to be in there. So Control Shift S to shrink it. Now I've got both of these. I'm holding Control Shift and I tap this to remove it. Now I hit Control W. That's a new group. Go back to my Control Shift. Hit X some more. And I've gone too far, but if we back that off, we get about here. We're looking at this green one as our next group, so we're going to undo, or I mean hide those. Control W makes a new group, and now I'm just going to tap in the canvas with Control Shift. And so now we've got these three groups up, and then we can just move to the next finger. So mask this, Control W, make sure I got all those rings. That one I did wrong. So let's just, this thing is going off the rails. Let's see if I can do this and redo it. And I'm having a hard time with this finger, apparently. Let's do this. And Control W. Okay, we've got all that. Tap to isolate that. Control Shift X. And I think... Where does this one... I'm just look how far I'm going. I think this one's all four. So if I come back to here, remove that, Control W. It doesn't look like it made a new color, but I believe it did. And then I'm looking at the bottom here to see how far I really want to go. Maybe about there. Remove these with my Control Shift tap, and then do a Control W. Is this working? Okay, these colors sometimes are all the same. Like, see these two greens? These are two different colors, but they look almost the same. So that's basically it, right? I mean, I can just keep doing that. This guy, let's see if I got that. I did. So it's mask, Control W, and then it's Control Shift tap, Control Shift X, and then to back it off, I just do a Control Z, or you can do a Control Shift S to shrink the selection. Whatever suits your fancy. Control W, Control Shift X, 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 X. And sometimes I overshoot because I don't know exactly where I want to go, but I'm going to back that off. Hide those. Control W, Control Shift tap. Look at that. We've got these going. They're on the low poly. We still have our high poly. And so none of the detail is really taken away, but it gives us our groups. So well, there's still a thumb too, but I'm just going to keep going. Control Dub. Shift tap. Control Shift X. Tap. Control W. And then we just go straight into another Control Shift X to get rid of those. Control W. Let's see. We've got all these going. Yeah, so that is, I don't know. I felt really happy that I found a way to do this. Because I was at the point where I'm like, I am not going back to make polygroups. That will be a sad day if I have to go back and just like redo everything. Because it's a lot of work to sculpt. The details and everything, excuse me, my nose. But yeah, that's that. So anyways, thank you all for hanging out. It's been a trip learning ZBrush, but here we are. The hardest thing is honestly like, I sculpted this hand and it gets so fun to sculpt all these like really I don't know what you call it, like the lines in the hand and the details and everything, but then the fingers are still like blobby and cartoony. The hard thing is not putting in too much detail and getting it to read as a hand, like a cartoony hand, because I like the cartoony style, but at the same time I like doing all the details as well. And obviously that will come down to like what you would ever want your character to look like or show to be, etc., etc. But the heavy details are really fun to get in there and paint. But yeah, there we go. Thanks. Bye.